10.65 seconds in Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. That is what you need to know, because the USA Championships in the 100-meter dash for the women are over. And even though Sha'Carri Richardson did not run all 3 rounds, like that was a decision that she made because she doesn't have to. She's the reigning world champion. The fact that Melissa Jefferson-Wooden just ran 10.65, which, if you've been paying attention to the entire season, especially the last few races she's run, it was pretty clear she had that talent. But she just hadn't done it yet. And now, when legal, that's on the boards. She is the fastest woman in the world this year. And arguably, the favorite to win the world championship. Again, if you were just paying attention, you might have already had her as a favorite. But I'm going to set the stage anyway, because she comes to the USA's, runs through the rounds, dominates, goes through negative headwinds in both of her heats, still running 10.8 for the most part, like it's really not that hard, and then gets to this final, where if you watch the race, the first 50 meters or so, it's actually somewhat competitive. Like, competitive in the sense where she's moving to the front, but not that competitive in terms of she's pulling away. But when she pulled away, she pulled away. So she gets through the line, like it's her, and then everybody else. And distantly off behind her is Kayla White, who trains with her with Star Athletics, and then Aleia Hobbs, who's been battling injury over the last few years, but has made Team USA in the past. Kayla White has also done it in the 200 for the record. T.G. Terry, who I expected to represent in the women's 100, actually did not qualify. She was 4th overall. But fundamentally speaking, I mean, because Kayla White ran a personal best, and Aleia Hobbs found her old form, like, this was, I mean, in many ways, I mean, unexpected, yeah. Because a lot of people had Jacia Sears. I mean, I knew that she could make this team, but there's a difference between having the talent to do it and actually doing it in the final. And she finished further down in the pack, towards the middle. But Melissa Jefferson-Wooden is the headline, and that's where I'm going to focus most of my energy. Because the real conversation is, okay, the worlds are about to go over. Like, it's going to happen. And if you think about the fast women who exist, like the women who Jamaica's going to send, you consider Julian Alfred as the Olympic gold medalist, even Marie-Josée Ta-Lou and Ta-Lou Smith, like, we have an idea of the talent that exists. Even the women from Great Britain. Daryl Nita, she always figures it out by the time you get to Worlds. Dina Asher-Smith, if she wants to run the 100, like if she wants to run the 100, she'll be there. But there's levels to this. And the Olympics that we got last year gave us the levels. Sha'Carri Richardson has been on that tier 1 level. She has a world championship gold. She has an Olympic medal now. Like, she's on that tier 1 status. And so is Julian Alfred, for the record. But Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, being a bronze medalist at the games, like no other hardware individually up until that moment, people didn't really have her on tier 1. I guess maybe they had her on tier 2 because she had made a world final, but that's about it. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, and if you really want to know what's going on with the fastest athletes in the world, then you are in the right place. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. If you still need more evidence, because Julian Alfred has never run 10.65. She has the talent to do it, just like Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. She just hasn't done it yet. And the USA Championship model, like the way that you qualify for the team, does kind of force athletes to have to run fast. Like, you don't mess around in those finals. Because if you do, you might slip up and get beat. So the fact that, we got this performance, I mean, the real question is, I guess, around Melissa Jefferson-Wooden for, I guess some of the track community is she running too many races and, what's going to be the Grand Slam track effect? Well, hey, let's talk about the Grand Slam track effect. 10.65. That's the Grand Slam track effect. And as far as the men's 100 is concerned, Kenny Bednarik won that thing too. Both of those athletes were the Racer of the Year across all the events for Grand Slam track. So, hey, at least we know this much. Our American champions were the Grand Slam track champions. That is the Grand Slam track effect. Going to the Worlds now. It's going to be interesting to see Melissa Jefferson-Wooden in this space. Because you can call Sha'Carri Richardson our best runner from past history. But now that this time is on the boards, you got to put him right there. Because Sha'Carri ran 10.6 and she ran that in a world championship final. But so did Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, in an American Championship final. Like, hey, that's that. The fact that this was not on network cable, like wasn't televised out on NBC or something like that, as far as like the way the deal went through, like I'm sure they'll re-air it in the future. But this race, I mean, for that matter, the men's race as well, but this race, that should have been on television. If you really want to promote track and field, you can't have moments like this happen live in Eugene, Oregon, and nobody gets to see it. But that's what you have me for, to fill you in on all of it. Because Melissa Jefferson-Wooden is the real deal. When we say the real deal, we're talking about Olympic gold medalists in the future, like, since a lot of people care about that. But right now, it's all about the Worlds. And this year, when she goes over to the Worlds, you got to go through her if you want a gold medal. That includes Julian Alfred. Because we know what those women look like when they run next to each other this year. We also know Melissa Jefferson-Wooden has performed in finals in the past. But if this is the talent you're coming with, because I guess the last thing I got to say on this, like as I think through it, is there's this weird sense of like, can she keep it going? Can she keep running like this? Can she keep being dominant? And Melissa Jefferson-Wooden has not let us down yet. The only thing that's been happening is people are hesitant to go all in. I mean, yeah, there's some people on the bandwagon, but generally speaking, they're like, are we going to see it? Are we going to see it in the big race? Is she going to do it again? Is the next slam going to look like I think we have your answer. Like, at this point, there's no reason to keep betting against her. This is who she is. Julian Alfred, Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, both of them, like, 1-2, like, you can take either of them as your favorite, but Otto Bolden said it a long time ago when he was on CBC, when they asked him about, like, this is post-Prefontaine, like, what do you think is going to happen in the Worlds? He's like, it's them two. I mean, Sha'Carri might find a path for him, but it's them two. He thinks they can actually go 10-5. Like, if the right conditions and everything aligns. And I don't think that's all that crazy. But I'm not somebody who's in love with the clock. I want competition. Melissa Jefferson-Wooden is a competitor and has been for a long time. The problem is, when she was at Coastal Carolina, most people weren't paying attention. And then when she came to the USA's back in 2022, even back then, a lot of people still weren't paying attention. Because the story back then was, where's Sha'Carri? Sha'Carri wasn't there in the final. She had a down year coming off of 2021. And Sha'Carri wasn't there in the final this year. She still had a down year, but fortunately she had the bye this time. But now, when you go 10.65, the narrative has been reshaped. No, Sha'Carri wasn't there. And no, it really doesn't matter anymore, because Melissa Jefferson-Wooden is here, and she doesn't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. In the sport of track and field, race day is honestly the easy part, because all of the real work gets put in when nobody is watching. When you wear every day is training day gear, you can let the whole world know that your success in competition is not an accident. Order yours at scarecruiting.com/shop or use the link in the description below, and it always comes with free shipping. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.